I'm taken aback when I see on a college campus young women dressed in strips of clothing.
Mm.
And you'd correct me if I'm wrong, sir.
Mm-hmm.
No man wants his woman to be out like that.
Mm.
To say something kind of wild.
You didn't have to raise your hand.
If I were, okay, well, I
like that, though. Being obedient is awesome. Oh, my God, that is a trait. What you just did is a trait that certain communities would kill for it. Like, I said you're obedient, and you didn't say, oh, I ain't no obedient. And you were just like, you went in there.
That's my thing. I'm trad wife till I die.
I don't know what you talking about, Dr. Umar.
I don't care for men who leave their wives for younger women, and I'm the younger woman. Like, don't think you ought to be in your late 40s, 50s, and all that, and leave your same age wife to come be with a 20-something-year-old, and like life's about to be all smooth. Like, man, please go ahead and get your alimony, half of everything. Go take your dreams and live your life. Run them over here. Let me learn them something real quick. You want to play sugar daddy? I'm gonna show you who the baby is. This ain't about you no more, sir. And my mouth real slick. I'm gonna say what I want. I'm gonna do what I want. I'll cook and clean when I get ready. Matter of fact, you better get to doing that, because you're for the sheets and I'm for the streets. Go to bed. Go to bed. Don't keep calling me, asking me where I'm at, what I'm doing, who I'm with. Don't worry about it. It's not about you. It's about me. It's my time, old timer. Okay? Now get in there. Go take the trash out of something. I'll call you when I get ready.
How old are you?
26.
22.
How long you been together?
2 years.
If she gave you a guilt-free pass to sleep with anybody, would you take it?
No, sir. You might get one pass, but at the end of the day, you want one wife. And this is the wife I want. So no.
Okay. Now what about you if he gave you one?
If he gave me a guilt treat pass, I would take it.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Sorry.
That's crazy.
Who would you take it with?
Lindy Waters III?
Don't even know who that is. That's our problem. Yup.
Who else?
Barry Sanders. I'm in love with him.
Now what do you think those men have over your men?
They're professional athletes.
That's crazy. Hey.
Black or white?
One is Native American and one's black.
But do you think that any of those guys would go for you?
Junior would.
That's crazy. Hey, at the end of the day, it's whatever. Whatever. At the end of the day, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't even want to hear what she's talking about. I don't want to hear what she's talking about either.
All he liked to do is can't read a book. We can't do any of that. That was crazy.
Yeah, but it wasn't good though.
Oh, not if you did it.
No, not your shit wasn't good though. What the fuck?
Talking about? If we want to talk about it, I mean, I like half the line. If we want to be honest, like if the cat's out the bag, like you want me to rate? All right, ready? Her was like an 8, like this one like a 10.
Nah.
Her probably like a 6.
No. She heard that 6 coming. She got the fuck out.
Like a 4. And I ain't gonna name nobody else because I ain't gonna put nobody else out there. So that's it.
Crazy.
Leave me alone.
You got a 10. Damn.
Leave me alone. That's it.
Tell us the truth.
All right, what's good, YouTube? It's your man, Book of AlphaRonomy, a.k.a. Doc BOA. Yep, I got time today. Phylicia Rashad is widely considered the most regal black woman on American soil by many of us. From the role she played as Claire Huxtable to the way she enters a room on an interview, there's just an air of regality about her. We've only heard about her being married to Amar Rashad, and we haven't heard any smut on her name. And she carries herself with a bit of grace that emanates from her when she enters a room. So she had a recent Breakfast Club interview where she tried to, in the nicest way possible, chastise these modern American women, Americanized women even, for forgetting to be queens. Like they forgot to be queens. They forgot that they are queens. They're always looking for a king, but they forgot to be queens. Now, a lot of you men have forgot to be kings too, but that's not the topic of this video. So she's gonna simply explain what that means and how it should be viewed. And I want y'all to understand something, brothers. I've been saying this for a long time, but maybe it sounds better coming from Phylicia Rashad. But let's take a listen to this video, man, and we'll come back and chop it up on a real tip.
And I don't mean to be critical, and I hope young ladies listening don't take this as personal criticism, because I don't mean it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But you're young queens, beautiful and smart and brilliant and bright. And it really, I know I'm taken aback when I see on a college campus young women dressed in strips of clothing.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd correct me if I'm wrong, sir.
Mm-hmm.
No man wants his woman to be out like that. Right?
No, I grew up on Method Man saying wearing 3/4 of cloth, never showing your stuff off.
And like you said, there are ways of being sexy without showing so much.
Oh, please. And that's really not sexy.
I mean, one of the most sexiest, most beautiful pictures is you. I forgot what year it was, but you got on like a basketball jersey and like some jeans, you eating some popcorn. That is.
Now, what you hear is a woman who has been around long enough to see the regression of femininity, to see where these women have gone, to see that the women who used to be on the college campuses dressing for success are now the women on the college campuses dressing like Megan Thee Stallion, dressing like Sexy Red, dressing like the Glorillaz of the world, dressing like the girls who dance at the clubs at night and the men put money in their lingerie. That's what these women are acting and dressing like. They have no class. They're going to class, but they have no class. And I want y'all to understand why. Because young people are following young people now. And what's even worse, the older women are trying to be like the younger women. The older women are competing with the younger women to be young women, and they're losing. And so they're bitter. And so that's why they say things like, well, something wrong with you. If you're a man in your 40s and you got a woman in her 20s, then you're a perv. And all the type of things they say. Well, you're the woman legal now. You got a legal adult as a woman, and they sitting telling you, man, something wrong with you. Why? Because they can't compete with them, but it's not designed to compete with them. The same way it's not designed for me to compete with y'all YNs. I don't compete with y'all. I'm on a level, dog. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially, all of those things, man. I'm on a level that you got to strive to get to. So as a YN, it ain't nothing you doing or nothing you got or nothing you say or nothing you believe in that I want to be a part of. Not to knock that, because when I was younger, I was on some YN stuff too. Right now, I'm on some OG stuff. And so there's no competition. If you're a YN, you can't compete with me being an OG, and I can't compete with you being a YN, and now one of us should try to. You understand? There's benefits to being a YN. There's benefits to being an OG. You understand? And there's even more benefits to being a young wise man as there are to being a well put together, still attractive, still fit OG. There's benefits to it. But the reality is women don't understand that. The older women, all they think about is what they could do with their bodies. So they go and get these enhancements and they try to look like a young woman. They try to look like a thick woman. They try to look like whoever is the hot woman in the music industry or entertainment at the particular time that she's looking. And I want y'all to understand something. There's something wrong with a woman who focuses fully on her physicality. And I'll tell you what it is. I say it all the time. Now we're going to listen to 50 Cent, agree, and we're going to listen to Phylicia Rashad, back him up, back me up on this one simple fact. If all a woman has is her physical beauty, her body, to give her confidence, she going to do some whole shit at some point. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing she can do about it. She's going to need that validation that only physical interaction with a man or multiple men can give her. That's what it is.
If your appearance is your largest asset, you're going to do some whole shit.
The reality of life is this. We must understand as men that whatever a woman values is what she dangles as a carrot in front of men. That's what it is. A woman who has an education, you hear them talk about the education all the time. They talk about the education. They talk about how much money they're making because that's what her value is. The woman who is an athlete or a woman who is an artist, you know what she talks about? She talks about how good she is at what she does, whether she's a rapper or a singer or any of that. She reaps the benefits of that, and that's what she leads with. And the woman who leads with her body is only good for having a body party. It just depends on how many people are going to be invited. And this is the reality of it. A woman can't help but to not be a queen when she is not working on the royal, regal aspects of herself, when she's not trying to be an honorable woman, when she's not trying to present herself with this aura of secrecy, this aura of mystery. The problem is there's no mystery with these women anymore. There's no mystery. You see her, you can see everything she got. Now she's showing every sensual part of her body. She's showing it. And let me tell you something. There's a difference, a huge difference in wearing something sexy and wearing something sexual. There's a difference. Just because you wear something that makes a man want you doesn't mean that's sexy. There's a difference. Sexy has nothing to do with wanting to be with you intimately. It has something to do with an energy, an inviting, engaging energy that make a man just want to walk up to you, put his arm around you and walk down the beach with you. That's what that is. You know what you never seen? You've seen some fine women at the beach. You never seen a sexy woman at the beach. You've seen some fine women in the strip club. You've never seen a sexy woman in the strip club. You understand me? You've seen some fine women in the hood wearing scantily clad clothes. You never seen a sexy woman in the hood wearing scantily clad clothes. You know who's sexy? The woman in the body dress. Let me tell you the top 3 sexiest outfits I've ever seen on a woman. The body dress, not the body dress, my bad. The sundress. The sundress is that's number 1 for me. May not be number 1 for you, but the sundress is number 1. For me, that's it. Number 2, a skirt. Now this is a wintertime fit. A skirt with a sweater and some boots. You can even pull it off with some jeans if you want to. I prefer skirts. A skirt and a sweater with some boots. Whew. And I ain't talking about one of them old school pleated sweaters, man, they wore back in high school in the 50s. I'm talking about a nice fitting sweater that hugs the body just enough. Because, you know, some of these women, whatever they put on, going to hug the body, but hugs it just enough to not be a distraction. You know, still got still can move around a little bit. And those boots, boy, let me tell you something, boy, that ain't nothing like that right there. That's my favorite wintertime fit. You understand me? That's my favorite wintertime fit. And you know what else is amazing to see a woman in? To see a woman in a nice whip hop out with a business skirt suit on. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't like women who wear pantsuits. That ain't my thing right there. But the skirt suit, where you got the skirt, and then you got the jacket, and you about your business, you on your business woman, you got them heels on, and you walk by them heels, clack, 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 clack. You stepping, ain't nothing like it, brother. Those 3 things are the sexiest outfits in the world to me. So what I want y'all to do, man, down low in the comments, y'all let me know what the sexiest outfit you see a woman in. Now, we ain't talking about nothing scantily clad or nothing like that. If your mind is on that, then you don't even understand the question. But I'm talking about the outfit that made you want to get to know a woman. The outfit that made you say that the way the woman just had an aura about her, where you smelled her perfume and everything, and she just blew by you. That. Y'all put in the comments, let me know, man, what y'all outfit is. I know some of y'all are going to agree with that sundress, but before we close, let me say this. I want y'all to keep in mind that there's a thin line between a woman who's young enough to not be scarred and a woman who's mature enough to not be scarred. There's a small window where you got to get a woman that, where she's not too far gone on that, on the all men ain't this, but she's also not on the backside where she's in payback mode, where you can't trust her. She dealing with you, trying to make sure you don't do her dirty, so she might do you dirty first. I'm telling you, brothers, all this comes from not being raised to be a feminine woman who respects herself too much to be played with by men. That's the problem. They're too willing to be played with. So all of these scantily clad clothes are just trying to see if they can get a baller to play with them. They're just trying to see who they can get to play with them. And I want y'all to understand something. When it all boils down, you got to ask yourself, are you going to be the one to play with her? Is it going to be you? Or are you going to be the one that stand on principles and say, you know what? I would rather have a woman who carries herself like a queen. Because if I'm going to chill with a woman and grow older with her, I want to grow older with a Phylicia Rashad type woman. Now, honestly, I don't know what Phylicia Rashad is like behind closed doors. But if she's like this in public, there's got to be some of this behind closed doors. I've never seen her go anywhere where people weren't just engulfed by her energy. And there was an aura of respect that people have for her because she has carried herself that way for longer than some of you have been alive. Hell, for longer than I've been alive. So, much respect to Phylicia Rashad, a.k.a. Claire Huxtable. One of the all-around most beautiful women we've seen, but not just externally, internally. And one thing we've never seen her, even on the Cosby Show, we've never seen her wear things that were revealing. Don't know what she's shaped up like. We just know, I mean, she's a much older woman now. We just know that judging by her face and her shoulder line and collarbone and all that, she wasn't a big girl, but she wasn't a po as a snake either. Y'all comment down below and let me know what you think about this topic, man. I look forward to hearing what you men have to say. Subscribe for more videos. Peace.